Good morning, welcome to 59 Minutes. My name is Levi Kones. Every now and then we try to bring somebody who motivates, inspires, and generally gives us that little boost of encouragement that we need in life. This particular morning we are speaking to Mr. JONAH KERICH. He is a motivational speaker. He's a renowned motivational speaker, if I may add. He's a mentor, an educator, and a writer. He's written the book called Breaking the Glass Ceiling. It's a student's guide to educational success. And we talk about that book, also talk about, the kind of stuff that students go through and how we can motivate them. So join me in welcoming Mr. JONAH KERICH. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Karibu sana.
Yeah,
Glad to have you here.
it's my pleasure.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about yourself, other than the things I have expounded. You're a writer, motivational speaker. What else are you?
I'm JONAH KERICH.
Yes.
Of course, that is my name. I'm a student of life. This person comes from Wazingishu County in Eldoret. I'm a teacher by profession.
Yeah.
I teach English and literature at UG High School, Wazingishu High School. I teach English and literature, as I was said, but my passion is writing, authorship, and speaking.
And speaking.
Yes.
Tell me about this book and why the book, What led to it?
This book gets back to 2015. When I thought, that is when I was in first year at Kenyatta University, I realized that I had an hidden talent in writing. And that's the time I thought that at least, despite being a teacher, training a student.
How do you
what
realize
else?
you have a hidden talent? Were you writing letters to people and they were like, what was going on?
Back to high school,
Yeah.
I was a good student of English. And I realized that despite being a teacher, at least I can still do something else. And I opted that it seems writing is good. And it's all about passion. Yes, I really wanted at least, despite just going to class, there's something else that people can remind me or can remember me about.
Yeah.
People can, when we think about or when we talk about JONAH KERICH, there's something that is packaged with it. Not just the name, but something else.
Yeah.
Then writing came up.
Writing came up. How long did it take you to write the book?
2 years. Starting from 2015, where I wrote just one chapter. And I missed, I realized that the content came to an end. I went empty for some time. But I had to go researching too, at least what else could I have brought into the book?
Yeah.
Yes. So that was 2015. 2016, I went back writing because I was like, so what will I tell people? That I just wrote one chapter. That was the end of it. I proceeded writing the first chapter that was talking about challenges, that we can take advantage of our challenges, that we experience each and every moment. At least these challenges should push us. Most of the time we realize that people, of course, each and every time we get and experience a lot of challenges in our lives. Yes. So to my mind, I was like, okay, how am I going to have this, these challenges that I have, what am I going to tell people? Those people could be undergoing the same challenges. And for me, I just wanted to tell them that there is hope, that still, despite all this, you can still achieve. You can still make or take advantage of these challenges and transform them to be something better.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell me, so you said you're targeting the student, because you say it's a student guide to educational services, huh?
Definitely.
Why?
As a teacher, right now I've taught for like 6 years. And most of my life after high school, I've interacted with students. And I've realized that students have a lot of challenges. As a teacher, students, with their tender age, with their teenage, you realize that they undergo a lot in life. They're inexperienced at the same time. Yes. So from those experiences, and me personally, as a student, when I was a student in high school and primary, I got those experiences. And because of the experiences, I realized that I had a good knowledge to speak to these students.
So I see your chapters. In fact, I was just going to look at them. They're very interesting, actually. Turning setbacks into better comebacks.
Yes.
Learning to let go. The monster called fear, living a purpose-driven life, bloom where you are planted,
Oh, yes.
unlock your potential,
Yes.
value your education, who mentors you, be time sensitive, and fight to leave a legacy. Okay, let me start with the chapter 1, because you have
Yes.
10 chapters. It seems like it's a quick, easy book to read.
It's a quick read.
It's only about, how many pages?
92.
Less than 100, actually.
Yes.
And quite light.
Slightly, yes.
Was there a reason for the size?
Yes.
Yes.
You realize that Levi, people no longer read so much. And people at times, they feel it's a burden
people.
reading. Or young people, of course. Now that we are talking about students.
Some of us are reading. You know, young people, there's a thing. At a gazette is a problem.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So, and sometimes they even read a post on Facebook. They say, too long. Na ni kitu fupi tu.
You summarize.
Summarize haraka haraka twende. Yeah?
I read your post yesterday.
You did.
Anyway, it was quite long, but because I like reading, I had to read up to the end.
You have to read up to the end.
Sure.
You'll be surprised how many people don't read such things.
True. Yes.
It's a dying culture. Yeah, so I agree with you that in terms of the size of the book, and if you're targeting a student,
Yes.
it's quite palatable. Although, I think also to some degree, I think we then endorse that aspect of the reading culture being forgotten by providing shorter reads to students because they don't want to read. You know.
Yes.
In another way, I think maybe we are.
We are too lenient.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I keep telling people, you know, important things are in the newspaper. If it's most well, not to bash radios, but you know, some people just hear, then some people just see. Then the guys who are really moving the country,
It's true.
yeah, that is why they say they will gazette something. Even if they make an order, they will gazette
They must gazette.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's in the paper, it's serious.
Yeah.
So tell me, turning setbacks into better comebacks. What's that about in a nutshell?
In a nutshell, this dates back to my high school life. In 2011, rather 2008, I did my KCPE. Doing my KCPE, I scored 321 marks. And I was...
That was not good.
To you. But to me, it was a mileage, you know.
Yeah.
You know, those days, getting 300 was a success.
You know, people say, wanatafuta ile mamia ine kuendelea. Ndio uende wapi wapi.
So, I scored
for you,
321.
but if you are coming from a place where you are worse off, then I guess, yeah.
Yes. And don't forget that I was among the leading.
You're among the leading?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So
dates to my schooling, I went to Sambut Primary School and scored 321 marks.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's really remote.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite a trial for Sambut Primary School.
Yes. One of the days we should go there and do some mentorship.
Yeah.
Yes. So I did that and got 321. I was to join Kamagut High School. Yes. But at the same time,
Kamagut is near my home.
not so far.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, I realized that I could not join the school that I was passionate to join and that I had been called to join. Yes. But at the same time, some 2 years ago, my dad had undergone some surgery.
Wait, you were to join Kamagut but didn't? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, tell us about that challenge, yes.
Yeah, so my dad underwent some surgeries, and financially we were a bit unable to raise cash to go to high school. Then what was 27,000. Of course, 27,000 by then might not have been that easy to raise.
I still a lot of money.
Yes, still a lot of money. So I had to join Moi Barracks High School. As by then the school was coming up. We were the first group actually that we joined. We were 7 in number, and by then I was I was at index later on, but admission 5. Yes. So
Yeah, pioneer.
pioneers, the founding fathers. Yeah, so I joined the school, being the first group. And right now, I've forgiven myself. By then, you know, you have that mind like, of course, how can I make from this point? I was meant to be somewhere else, but now, am I going to make it, you know? Yes, being the first school, you know, the challenges of starting a school, it's not, okay, it might not be established at first, it takes some time. Everything takes time to grow. Yes, so I went to that school for 4 years. I did my KCSE, scored C minus. Yes, that is quite interesting. Being index 1.
Yeah.
Yes. So reason being, or even scoring that marks, to some point I can say that it is because I never had the settled mind that is where I was meant to produce grades. So
were you happy with that grade when you scored it?
I wasn't. I was not. And in fact, people who surrounded me were not happy because they expected the best. You know, of course, in the village, when you tell people that, when people know that you are index 1, you have been performing. Of course, everybody knew it. Yes, so
I tell you, hakuna mchezo.
And you know, it eats harder when people are joining university. You know? People are being called to different universities, and you don't have where to join. I tried even going I can call it window shopping in some of the colleges, and I could not get a place. Maybe I could do even a good diploma course.
Yeah, but C minus, if people had really passed, had they really passed in your year?
Yes.
Yeah, it then brings a challenge.
It was a challenge. So the only option was I just made a decision that let me go back to school. Let me go back to high school.
That's a difficult one.
Yes.
To redo.
To redo.
Yeah.
And I could not qualify for Form 4. That was second term. So the only option was to go back to Form 3. Mind you, then the set books had been changed. So you're starting afresh.
Oh, wow.
But now this time you are learning. Okay, you are getting back to school with a lot of lessons.
Yeah.
And of course, you have more objectives that you have to achieve it. There's no option.
And but you're now the Mubaba.
Yes, you can imagine. You can imagine. By then I was
in high school.
Yes.
You're now. It's now you.
Yes. So you can imagine you're getting back to school.
Yeah.
And you are meeting those people who are in Form 2 when you're in Form 4. You know, that seniority getting to be a junior.
Did you go to the same school though?
I didn't.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So I realized the only option that I was going to do, I was to look for at least another school.
Yeah.
At that point, I tried.
Tell me about the mental framework when you repeat and you join a school.
Yeah.
Because I think rumors go around. Very soon they know.
Yeah,
they repeated.
Yes.
I don't know who says.
You know,
but
humanity is funny. People will always try to ensure that those informations normally leak so fast.
Yeah, they leak so yani.
Yes.
You arrive today and by kesho guys are like,
this guy amekuja kurudia, you know. Yes.
How was it like
I realized that my objective by then was to pass and go to the university. Yes. Where I come from, success comes from joining the university. Yes. People will see you are making it.
But tell me about the mental trauma of you being a repeater and people knowing that. How was that like for you?
It was not easy because I had at some point I lost my friends. By then who were so close to me. You know, people doesn't want to associate with somebody who has failed.
Yeah. And
they could refer me as a failure in life. Mind you, even relatives might think that you are a failure. They feel you have wasted your resources, their resources actually rather. Yes. So it was not easy, but my perception was it doesn't matter what people will say. What matters is they'll celebrate with me after I've made or I've excelled the way they expected.
So you go through Form 3, you finish Form 3, you now go into Form 4. Were you confident going into Form 4 that things are going to be different?
Then, having went through that Form 3 for 2 terms, I built confidence. And at least I was now rising. I could get B minuses. And I was feeling that indeed something is coming. But I was not able then to even get a grade that people, okay, by then people are getting to the university with a B stand. Yes. So I realized that
So
I
you're still
could
bado.
still, bado. Yes. So, but I knew that the only option is put more effort. Yes. So I joined Form 4 with a lot of confidence because there was no option. You just have to make it. And at the same time, I had to sort into some farming to raise some fee.
So when you joined
Yes.
Form 4 and then get through it, take us now to the end. You do your KCSE, then what happens?
The second KCSE or the first one?
The second one, this.
Oh, the second one.
Yeah.
Yes. For that period of 1 year,
Unangoja
it
results
was not
kujua.
easy. The Form 4 anyway, I was able to get a B plus at the end of the day.
You got a B plus. Were you expecting the B plus?
Of course, at the end of the day, I was like, I'm going to make it. There was no option. By then, I had set even my my targets. And surprisingly, I scored what I had set. Except
So
in
you
biology.
get a B plus. How was the village treating you now?
Of course, the mindset was changing. Because they were seeing, indeed, this is what you could have gotten. You wasted yourself for those 2 years. But for me, I knew these 2 years were the years that made a turnaround in my life. Yes. So even the writing of the book came with the experiences of the 2 years.
Yes.
The struggles that I went
turning
through.
setbacks into
Better comebacks.
better comebacks.
Yeah.
So now you went to university.
Kenyatta University.
And here you are, a mwalimu. You know what surprises me, eh?
Yes.
Sometimes, young people are so concerned about repeating. I had a brother who didn't do very well, and when we were talking to him, he's going to hate me talking about him on TV. And when we were telling him, enda tu alikata kabisa cannot. But I was telling him something, and which is really true, even when I see you here. Until you tell your story, we don't know.
We don't know your story.
Out here, you could have repeated 500 times.
Yes.
But as long as you're working, people see me on TV, they don't know. Maybe I repeated
They don't know
plus
the
6,
story.
plus 7, plus 9.
Yes.
These things, they get washed up over time.
Over time.
And success has a way of camouflaging all the prior mistakes.
True.
I mean, say you any mwalimu.
Nobody even can remember the story.
That you went back to Form 3, they can never know that.
They cannot. They normally say success normally is attached to so many relatives.
Yeah.
You become a relative to somebody when you are a successful person. Yes.
And that's when things start working out.
Yeah.
I want to come back and talk more about that. Looks like we're already at the break. Wow. Such few times. We are speaking to Jonah KERICH. He's an author of the book, Breaking the Glass Ceiling. It's a student's guide to educational success. Every student should have one. Let's come back after these messages.